Hello fellow traders, this is Paul Lummel. Got another decent looking stock here. It's out of the cup. It's actually in trend. It's in a PBC zone right now. Stock is CRDO Credo Technology Group, and I'll break down the cycles here in a minute. But first, before we dive in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe. It really helps us reach more traders like you and keeps you updated on our latest trading tips. Now, this stock had a pretty extended cup. TM5 cycle is a 12 to 15 month cycle inside the cup. And breaking down the trend lines here, we got the TD9's 2.5 month cycle, first trend line there. And then we got the TM3, it's a 5 to 7 month cycle. And you can see the squeeze is already coming in here. And once you had the TM5 cycle set up here, you got the prices holding above the TM3 cycle low. So you basically have a squeeze coming in throughout that consolidation. And then you get the breakout into the PBC zone, basically a little megaphone pattern there. Let's look at that there. Yeah, more like a channel. Not really a classic megaphone pattern, but so that was your first PBC zone there. And now we have another one forming up, the $75 psychological price point. So just breaking down the price action prior to that. Again, we got the cup breakout. It was around 30 bucks or so. And we spent probably 3 months of that in the first PBC zone. So looking for a price target based on the cup BMI, you get about 133% on the cup. If you just extrapolate that, we're at about 40 plus 30. We're at 70 bucks on the cup target. But this is the momentum behind this is just too strong. I generally, when I see a strong cup pattern and a breakout of a PBC zone, I generally tack on about 200% from the breakout of the PBC zone. Now, that would be around 37 or so. Yeah, about 37. So 2 times 37, let's just round up to 40. That's 80 plus the 37 to 40. So you're around 117 to 120 on that potentially. And that would make sense. You got the because of the strength of the consolidation at that $75 PPP. Let's look at that right here. You got a price squeeze coming in. Despite that big gap up and gain, you have wave 1 right here. That's the 3.5 cycle. And then you got the wave 2. Looks to be about a 7 cycle. 5 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 7 cycle. And those lows closes held above the first wave lows. So you get a price squeeze coming in there. And you already get the breakout of that. So let's look at what we got now here. It looks to be about a 10 to 13 cycle. 13 bars right there. You can see the wicks on the bottom of that. So basically right now you can scale in above a H2 high of 2 bars. And it looks like this pullback will hold with those wicks on the bottom. But, you know, I always play it safe by either scaling in or just being very observant of the price action until you get your follow through and a breakout. So as you can see, it looks like an arc that basically shows the accumulation. Anytime you move close to that 35 in May, price seems to pop off of it. So I think we'll get some pretty good follow through on it. If you're unfamiliar with any of the trading terms I'm using, you can find our club lingo at bigkundentradingclub.club/lingo. Let's take one more look at the PBC zone, the momentum going into that. That is about 3.5 BMI. And despite that big gap up, you can see again that price squeeze right here. This is a very powerful psychological price point, PPP zone I call it. And if you have that kind of momentum going into that PPP zone, you're going to have some pretty strong breakout come out of that, especially with that fact you have no overhead supply back here, basically blue sky right here. So I would expect some pretty good follow through. And again, right at that 75, once you get that cracked and then maybe a retest into that, this thing can rocket out of that. Again, CRDO Credo Technology Group. If you're interested in our trading style and want to join the club or get one-on-one coaching, head over to cycletradingtraining.com. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care.